Pisces, it's January 26th, and here is your reading for today. The High Priestess reversed. This card is shouting disconnection from your intuition right now. You might be ignoring those gut feelings or brushing off dreams that tried to send you a warning. You knew this already. Something inside you is off, but you pushed it aside. Don't lie to yourself. Secrets or hidden motives are surfacing, and they demand your attention. Instead of overthinking or relying only on logic, take a step back, seek solitude. Reconnect with that inner voice you've been neglecting. It's time to listen, not just hear. If you don't, you risk missing red flags or dismissing important nudges. Hold on though, the High Priestess reversed isn't here to scare you. It's a call to trust yourself again. The silence you crave will help you untangle the noise. Six of Wands, reversed. Now, here's where the tension really shows. This reversal signals self-doubt kicking in hard. You might feel like your efforts are invisible or that you're failing to get the recognition you crave. But the truth? You're doubting your own wins. You may be stuck seeking approval from others or comparing yourself to some impossible standard. Stop that. Acknowledge every small victory. Every step forward counts. Don't let fear of failure freeze you or make you shrink back. Insecurity is a trap. Instead, learn from setbacks without letting them define you. This card warns about imposter syndrome creeping in, whispering you're not enough. You are. Build your confidence quietly and steadily. Skip the drama of external validation. It's about you owning your path, even if others don't see the full picture yet. Eight of Wands. Here's the shift, Pisces. Momentum is building. Eight of Wands pushes you to act fast, to communicate clearly, and to embrace the speed of change rather than resist it. Think about that email you've been putting off, or the decision you're hesitant to make. Now's the time to move. Yes, it's quick. Yes, it might feel overwhelming, but don't get stuck in details or freeze from the rush. Flow with it. The Eight of Wands is telling you that progress is real and swift. It's the momentum you need to break free from the tension of wanting freedom, but fearing its cost. Action will clear the path. So, send that message. Make that call. Shift your plans. Momentum is your ally, not your enemy. Don't hesitate. This energy can push you past the doubt and reconnection blocks if you let it. Overall, Pisces, today's mix is about wrestling with fear and hesitation while the universe nudges you to trust yourself and move forward. You have to quiet the mind that doubts and disconnects. Turn inward for guidance, then step boldly into the swift current of change. Freedom is waiting on the other side of that tension. Embrace it. Seven of Cups, reversed. Okay, Pisces, this is the big one lighting up your reading now. The Seven of Cups, reversed, is all about slicing through the fog of confusion. You've been swimming in options, maybe dreaming a little too big or chasing too many what-ifs. This reversal wakes you up, puts a spotlight on what actually matters. It's not the time to daydream or float in endless possibilities. No, you need to lock in, focus, and pick a path. I'm seeing you clear the mental clutter that's been holding you hostage. You knew this already, right? That swirl of choices was overwhelming you. The Seven of Cups reversed is telling you, stop avoiding decisions. Stop floating from one fantasy to the next without landing anywhere real. Hold on, this isn't about rushing blindly. It's about realistic choices. It's about grounding yourself in what's actually achievable. Maybe you've been afraid to commit because you thought choosing one thing means losing everything else. No, this card is pushing you to prioritize. Narrow down your options. Say yes to one thing and no to the rest. You gain clarity that way. Trust me, paralysis by analysis is your enemy here. When you get stuck spinning your wheels, you drain your energy. The Seven of Cups reversed cuts through that. You're ready to get real with yourself. So pick your battle, Pisces. Commit. Remember the High Priestess reversed from last time? That disconnection from your intuition was adding to the chaos. Now with the Seven of Cups reversed, you're invited to reconnect with that inner voice and trust it to guide your choices. Don't dismiss your gut feelings. They're your compass out of confusion. And those clarifiers from last chapter, the Six of Wands, reversed, and Eight of Wands, are still whispering in your ear. The Six of Wands reversed warned about self, doubt, and fear of failure. You might be hesitating because you doubt your own worth, or worry you won't be recognized for your efforts. The Seven of Cups reversed says, cut that out. Stop seeking external approval before you act. You don't need a parade to take your next step. Acknowledge your small victories in private. Build your confidence quietly but firmly, then move. And move fast. That Eight of Wands energy is still in play. Once you've cleared the confusion with the Seven of Cups reversed, you'll have momentum. The Eight of Wands demands swift action. Don't hesitate now. Send that email, make that call, lock in that decision. Momentum builds when you act. Overthinking kills momentum. So, Pisces, you've been stuck between intuition blocked, self, doubt, and too many choices. Now you're clearing the mental fog. You're picking your path. You're rebuilding confidence inside yourself. And then you're moving quickly to make it happen. Don't lie to yourself. You want clarity. You want to stop spinning in place. This chapter is your wake-up call. Stop ignoring your inner voice. Stop chasing illusions. Stop doubting your worth. Focus, prioritize, commit, then act. The energy is here for you to break free from confusion and hesitation. Trust your intuition, clear your mind, and move fast. Your freedom and progress lie on the other side of that clarity. You're ready. Let's go. Queen of Cups. I'm seeing you stepping into a deep well of emotional clarity right now. Queen of Cups asks you to nurture your intuition like it's a fragile garden. Water it, tend to it with patience. You knew this already, but let me rephrase that. Your heart is the key to unlocking what old patterns keep creeping back. Don't lie to yourself about how much you've ignored your emotional needs. The Queen of Cups says it's time to stop pushing feelings aside and start listening. Really listening to what your soul is whispering underneath the noise. You've been tangled in confusion and self-doubt, right? The Queen urges you to hold firm boundaries while still showing up with empathy, especially for yourself. That means no more overextending to fix everyone else's chaos. Instead, give yourself space to feel without judgment. I'm seeing that old habit of dismissing your emotions as too much is resurfacing. Watch for that. It's a signal to pause, not to push through. When you do, you'll notice subtle shifts. Your intuition won't be blocked like before with the High Priestess reversed. You're reconnecting with that inner voice, even if it's quiet at first. Here's the kicker. The Queen of Cups invites you to turn compassion inward. Celebrate small emotional victories, like recognizing when you're overwhelmed and choosing self-care instead of distraction. This is your emotional intelligence in action, not just feeling, but acting with heart. You'll find that the fog of the Seven of Cups reversed, where clarity fights illusion, starts to lift. Your focus sharpens because you're not just thinking about options, you're feeling which ones truly resonate. That's powerful. Real clarity isn't just a mental checkmark, it's a felt certainty. Don't slack on this step, Pisces. You've had the Six of Wands reversed telling you about self, doubt, and fear of failure. The Queen of Cups is the antidote. She reminds you that your worth isn't tied to external wins or applause. Instead, it's rooted in how well you care for your emotional landscape. When you honor your feelings, you build confidence that isn't brittle or dependent on others' approval. And yes, momentum is still key. The Eight of Wands energy is pushing you forward fast. But here's the balance. Act swiftly, but from a place of emotional awareness, not reactive panic. The Queen of Cups helps you avoid crashing into decisions just because the pace is quick. Instead, you move with grace and intuition, keeping one foot grounded in your heart. This is the sweet spot where swift progress meets emotional intelligence. So right now, the challenge is clear. Stop ignoring your gut and your heart. No more overthinking or chasing every possible path. Get quiet, check in with your feelings, and nurture that inner wisdom like it's your most precious tool. Trust me, it's exactly what you need to break those old cycles. You're not just reacting to patterns, you're rewriting the script with compassion and clarity. The Queen of Cups shows you how. The Fool is lighting up your reading now, Pisces, and I'm seeing a fresh start screaming for your attention. This card is all about stepping into the unknown with a blank slate. No baggage, no fear, just pure potential. You knew this already deep down. It's time to stop overthinking and leap. Actually, no, this isn't about reckless jumping. It's about a calculated, brave move forward, trusting that the path will unfold as you go. You've been tangled in self, doubt, and confusion. The Fool is telling you to shed that weight. Embrace that innocence, that beginner's mind. Start that project, say yes to that opportunity, speak your truth without hemming and hawing. Hold on though. Don't mistake this for ignoring red flags, because the Fool is not naive blindness. It's a conscious choice to trust your intuition, even when the future looks messy. This move is aligned with what you've been building through the previous chapters, clearing out illusions with the Seven of Cups reversed, nurturing your emotional compass through the Queen of Cups, and finally reconnecting with your inner wisdom after the High Priestess reversed showed where you were blocked. Now, the energy shifts. The Fool invites you to act on what you've learned. Don't stand frozen by fear of failure or self-doubt that the Six of Wands reversed spotlighted earlier. Celebrate the small wins, even if they feel tiny. Each one is a rung on the ladder toward confidence. You're stepping away from analysis paralysis. No more running in circles with endless options. The clarity you sought is here. The Fool's energy says, pick your path and move with it. The Eight of Wands energy from before is still there, pushing you to act quickly once you decide. Momentum is on your side, but it requires your participation. Send that email, make that call, start that conversation. These actions will unlock the momentum you crave. Don't wait for perfect timing or permission. The Fool reminds you, the journey itself is the teacher. Nurture yourself emotionally as you take this leap. The Queen of Cups' compassion and boundaries remain key. It's okay to ask for support and to care for your heart as you dive into new waters. Don't let excitement push you into burnout or neglect your needs. This balance is what will keep your energy sustainable. You're not just starting over, you're starting smarter, wiser, and more attuned. Don't let old fears hold you back. The Fool's path is full of promise, but it demands courage. You are ready to release what no longer serves you. The confusion, the self-doubt, the paralysis. This is your moment of clarity, Pisces. Step off the cliff with faith. The air beneath you is trust. Your instincts are the wings. It's time to fly. Seven of Swords, reversed. I'm seeing a moment where truth can no longer hide in the shadows. This reversal is about coming clean, owning what you've done, and finally stepping into accountability. You knew some things were off, some actions or decisions you tried to keep secret, but now that veil is lifting. Don't lie to yourself, it's time to face the music. This isn't about blame, it's about clearing the air so you can move forward unburdened. Holding on to deception or half-truths only keeps you stuck. Instead, admit the mistakes, even the small ones you've tried to brush aside. That honesty is your key to freedom right now. Wait, hold on. This card is also telling me that avoiding responsibility has been part of the block you've been feeling. You might have hidden from consequences or avoided difficult conversations. That energy of sneaking around or hiding things is flipping. Actually, no. What's flipping is your willingness to set things right, to rebuild trust both with yourself and others. It's about integrity, not perfection. So, take a moment to reflect. Where have you been less than truthful? What are you ready to own? Because this act of confession, of transparency, will clear confusion and bring peace. I'm sensing this is a crucial turning point after the fog of the High Priestess, reversed, and the illusions of Seven of Cups, reversed. You've moved from disconnection and confusion toward clarity by making choices. Now, with Seven of Swords reversed, you're shedding the last layer of secrecy. This release is powerful. It sets a foundation for authentic connections and real progress. No more hiding your true self or pretending things are fine when they're not. It's raw, but it's necessary. Look, I know this can feel scary. Owning up means vulnerability. But look back at the Fool's energy in your story. That fearless spirit is still with you, pushing for fresh starts. And Queen of Cups reminds you to be compassionate, not just to others, but to yourself as you navigate this reckoning. Don't let self-judgment spiral into shame. Instead, use this moment to heal old wounds by being honest. Don't fall into the trap of self-deception or avoidance now. That just prolongs the cycle. You're stepping into a new chapter where integrity governs your choices. Recognize the courage it takes to be transparent. That courage strengthens your self-confidence, even if outward recognition has been shaky, like the Six of Wands reversed warned. You don't need validation from others to know you're doing the right thing here. The momentum from Eight of Wands is ready to carry you forward once this truth is out in the open. Swift progress happens when you act with honesty and integrity. So, no hesitating or hiding anymore. Communicate clearly, face reality head-on, and embrace the freedom that comes with accountability. It's a clean slate waiting for you. In sum, this moment of clarity about what needs to be released, secrets, lies, self-deception, is your breakthrough. Own your past without fear. Speak your truth. Let go of what no longer serves. That's how you break free and step fully into your power as Pisces. You're ready. Trust that. Pisces, the finale is here, and I'm seeing how the work you've been avoiding is exactly what sets you free. Remember when the pattern you spotted but didn't name showed up, signaling that disconnect from your inner voice? You couldn't ignore those gut feelings forever, even if you tried. Now it's time to stop overthinking and actually listen. The secrets, the hidden motives, they're out in the light. No more running from shadows. You've been blocking your intuition, but the invitation now is to trust it again. That means seeking solitude, tuning in quietly, and honoring those subtle nudges you've pushed aside. Don't dismiss your dreams or gut instincts. They're your compass. Now, that Seven of Cups, reversed, is cutting through the confusion like a laser. You've weeded out illusions, stopped chasing every shiny idea, and started focusing on what truly matters. This is about narrowing down your options, committing to a path, and grounding yourself in reality. No more daydreaming without action. No more indecision. You know you can't have it all, and that's okay. It's about prioritizing what aligns with your heart and soul. When you do this, you clear the fog and open the door for real progress. The Queen of Cups is right there with you, nurturing your emotional depth and intuition. This queen is telling you to care for yourself with compassion, to set boundaries, and to listen deeply, not just to others, but to your own emotional needs. You've probably been overextending, trying to be everything for everyone. Stop that. Give yourself permission to say no, to rest, to love yourself fiercely. Emotional intelligence isn't just about empathy for others. It starts with you. Trusting your heart means protecting it, not just pouring it out blindly. Then the Fool bursts in, bold as ever, encouraging you to take that leap. You've done the groundwork: clarity, emotional care, honesty. Now it's time for fresh starts. But this isn't reckless jumping, it's a healthy risk. The Fool's energy is about embracing new opportunities with innocence and openness, not fear. You've shed old doubts and fears, remember? So, go ahead. Step forward with curiosity. The path isn't fully laid out, and that's the point. Trust the journey and your ability to learn as you go. Speaking of honesty, when clarity felt uncomfortable, the Seven of Swords, reversed, shows you the power of coming clean. You faced your shadows and owned your mistakes. No more hiding or deceiving yourself. That only kept you stuck. Now accountability is your tool for liberation. This card's energy demands integrity, transparency, and courage to admit what you've avoided. It's raw, but necessary. Don't dodge the consequences. Face them head on. That's how you clear the slate and reclaim your power. Six of Wands reversed is honest about that moment you wanted to look away from yourself, doubt, and fear of failure. You've been doubting your achievements, letting setbacks shake your confidence. But here's the catch. You don't need anyone else's approval. Stop comparing yourself to others and stop seeking external validation. Celebrate the small wins. You've been making progress even if it feels invisible. This card asks you to build inner confidence, brick by brick, and silence that imposter syndrome. You're not failing, you're growing. Finally, the Eight of Wands is rushing in with momentum. This is your cue to act swiftly and decisively. No hesitation, no delays. Send that email, make that call, say yes to that opportunity. Communication and movement are your allies now. The energy is fast and unstoppable. But hold on. Don't let overwhelm trip you up. Keep your eyes on the details even as you move quickly. Balance speed with clarity. Pisces, when you put all this together, here's what I'm seeing. You've moved from ignoring your intuition and drowning in choices through emotional overload and self-doubt into truth, telling, and bold beginnings. The work, the hard, messy, honest work you didn't want to do is exactly the work freeing you now. You can't skip it. You won't skip it. And that's good. Because at the end of this chapter, you're not just starting fresh, you're starting whole. So own your story, trust your heart, step forward. The freedom you crave is waiting on the other side of this work. Don't lie to yourself. This isn't news to you. Now live it. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.